Hey, welcome everyone. Welcome to today's Lunch and Learn through the Million Mom Movement. I'm super excited to be here with you all and to share more about our PEEPS Scholarship Program. And today I also have Dave Sandoval here to help explain the vision behind this scholarship and why it is that he wants to provide this to our communities. So Dave, go ahead, take it away. And I'm going to share a screen to have some fun images to look at while Dave speaks. All right, go ahead, Dave.
Well, good morning or afternoon, depending upon where you are. And, we're talking to people internationally, which does happen, that as well. So, the reason I want to talk to you today is to tell you, first of all, how pleased I've been with the Million Mom Movement scholarships and the lives that we've been able to impact and change nutritionally with our scholarships, with our nutritional scholarships. And we've even had a few success stories on the Purium economy side as well. And so inspired by that, we've decided to, and have been working for more than a year actually, on a beautiful, I think, new expansion of the Million Mom Movement Scholarships Program, and we call it the Purium Economic Empowerment Program Scholarships, or PEEPS for short. So the Purium Economic Empowerment Program Scholarships are a revised, upgraded, supercharged, if you would, version of the Million Mom Movement scholarships. And I'm super excited because we've focused not entirely, but we have focused a lot of energy on the economic empowerment side, on, really creating financial sovereignty for households that otherwise would not have an easy pathway to that. And not that this is going to be easy, but it will be guided, coached, encouraged, rewarded. And how many people are guided, coached, encouraged, and rewarded toward their own success? Not since first and second grade, maybe. So, the way that we do this is we're encouraging, those of you who truly have a prospect, who you've been inviting into the Purium economy, who simply is not able financially to take that step. And I learned a while back that, as a child, this concept of, giving a man a fish or giving a person a fish and then needing to give them a fish every day. But if you give them a fishing pole and some bait, show them where the lake is, then they'll be able to feed themselves. And so the reason for the Purium Economic Empowerment Program scholarships is because we believe that once you teach a person to thrive in the Purium economy, that they will be able to bring other people like themselves in and say, I was like you, I was where you are. And believe me, if you take this leap of faith, you're going to find the financial security, the community, the wellness, and the support that you've been looking for. And so we're super excited. We've added a new member also to the Million Mom Movement Council, and I'm not sure how we formally introduce her, so I'm going to leave that to Naeva. And we're also going to soon be adding new scholarship recipients. And so in order to, bring somebody through our system, Naeva is now going to take back and show you step by step who qualifies to sponsor someone into peeps, and then what your obligations and support responsibilities, commitments are going to be in conjunction with that, and what our expectations, and their beautiful, beautiful expectations of people rising up and really, entering the Purium economy within just a few weeks. And the last thing I want to say is that Naiva and I have created a curriculum that is sort of an on ramp into the Purium lifestyle, into the Purium economy, into the Purium lexicon, into the Purium, whole community, by showing people who we are, what we stand for, what we're built on from the ground up. And that curriculum is going to be required learning, for each of the scholarship recipients, and they're going to have to earn their way by studying and passing little tests each and every week and month in order to continue to receive the products and the support. And so it's very much like meeting in the middle, meeting people where they are, but also asking them to take responsibility for where we're inviting them to be. So I probably said too much, or maybe I haven't said enough, but either way, I'm turning it over tonight.
Thank you so much, Dave. Such valuable information. I'm so excited for this PEEPS scholarship, as I'm sure everybody who's here is as well. So I want to go ahead and show you all where to find the scholarship links. So I did put the link to the scholarship in the link in bio on Instagram on the Million Mom Movement page. That's one place you can find it. But if you go to isharepurium.com and you go to movement, there's a drop-down menu. And the first PEEPS scholarship program is one that you would send to a potential person interested in receiving this scholarship, just for them to learn about it. And the second one is the PEEPS for brand partner, is the one where you as a brand partner is actually going to go fill out the first application for your scholarship nominee once you've had a three-way call with your nominee and your upline diamond or higher. So the 1, 2, 3 method that we have is that you fill out the first application. Then once we receive that, we send you an email back with 2 links. And the 2 links you get to send to your upline diamond that was on the connect call, and you get to send it to your nominee. And that's how your nominee will then apply. I will receive all of those type forms along with Dave and his assistant. So we all receive those. And then we get to go through those scholarship applications and see if the person that you are nominating is a good fit. But it's also giving your upline diamond the opportunity to tell us, their thoughts about this person, if they feel like it's a good fit for the scholarship. And then you get to tell us your thoughts on that first application. And then your applicant gets to send in their application with their desire to work this business. So it's a 3-part application. And we did that because we want everybody to use the connect call method as their first point of entry, just like we do with any other brand partner. So we built that into our system. So here you have our brand partner page. And we're going to have several scholarships. We are starting with the Million Mom Movement Scholarship, but we're going to move into all of these other categories in the months to come. So if you have somebody for any of these other sections of the scholarship, you can go ahead and apply for them. And when you apply as the nominator, as the sponsor, you get to choose multiple choice. You can choose several of these categories. If somebody is a mom who is also Native American, and maybe is a young, ambitious entrepreneur, right? You could check all 3 boxes. That person will fall into all 3 categories. And that person might get more chances of getting in through a different category. If we have an overflow of moms that apply, for instance, maybe they'll fit into one of the other categories as we accept those scholarships into our program. So we are going to do it as a tiered program, where we're going to start with the Million Mom Movement scholarships. And then every month we're going to add in another one of those sections of the scholarship. So eventually We will be giving away 14 scholarships per month, 2 to each category that you saw above. Here you can see Purium believes that everyone deserves an equal opportunity for financial success. Purium also believes that doing what you are most passionate about is integral to success, and we're looking to train partners who are in alignment with that mission. And ultimately, we believe that we were not only all born equal, we were born equally worthy and capable of achieving long-term financial health. We just weren't all given an equal opportunity until now. That's when our scholarship comes in. So the Purium's Economic Empowerment Program scholarships are designed for those who aspire to be superfood entrepreneurs and leaders within the Purium community, are economically unable to afford the startup cost. And we are offering this economic empowerment program to anyone who is seeking to achieve better health and an opportunity to thrive financially, all while working from home. So that three-way call that you have with your upline diamond is really just like you would with any other brand partner to see how interested they are in our opportunity and to make sure that this is something that they want to do and that they really want to be a part of our community. Of course, you can always invite them to any of our Fierce Fridays through the Million Mom Movement, where they can learn more about what we talk about, what we share about, and get excited about aligning with our mission. So that is always an open call to the community. If you want to just invite them in to learn more and kind of lean in, see what we talk about, see what we're educating about, and have them just get inspired by what we share. So this is the PEEPS nomination process. You must be executive or higher brand partner to sponsor a scholarship person. Why? Because we don't want the newest person that is below executive to be trying to find scholarship people while they're still barely making it in in their success with Purium. We don't want you to just, we want you to really be able to train this person, hold their hand, and help them be successful too. And we also realize that people in economic need often need a little bit more hand holding, which is also why we advise for the upline diamond to be a part of the scholarship process, as well as yourself. And that way, there's several tiers of support. Like Dave said, and here's the nomination process. And you can go see this page for yourself. Again, it's on iShare Purium under movement, and you can click the link there. And the way that it works is when somebody gets once they fill in their application and turn it in, they can be accepted into a program anytime within 90 days of us receiving all 3 applications. So it is your job to follow up with your, send the links to your nominee and your diamond when you receive them in your email back from us, and to follow up with them within 24 hours and make sure that they fill those out and send them back so that we have them all together at one time. We don't have to go looking through a bunch of emails trying to match up the 3 that go together. So it's your job to really help us to make this a really smooth process for your nominee to get into the scholarship pool. And then we can choose them anytime within 90 days so basically the following 3 months after their application. We'll be choosing people around the 10th of the month as when you will find out if your person has been accepted into the scholarship or not. And at that point, once they're accepted in, they will have 2 weeks of lessons that they get to dive into. They get to learn what are superfoods, our farm to family video, some of the product information. And so we really start to educate them about our mission, our company, our core values right away. So for the first 2 weeks, they are just in the lessons of PEEPS and they haven't received products yet. But this is how we're going to help them to stay accountable to the program and basically earn those superfoods that we're going to be giving them each month. So when they turn in the second week of lesson plan, they will go ahead and receive their first order of fruit and veggies. And so at that point, they are now a customer. And also keep in mind that there is no commissions from your nominee's orders every month because it is a scholarship. So the company is giving those products away. So there's no BV or, monetary gain from that during the 6 months of their scholarship. So I want you all to be aware of that. But what we are going to do is so that after 2 weeks, they become a customer. Then for that whole month, they get to use fruit and veggies, and we have accountability worksheets for their weekly lesson plans. We have their type form where they go and watch a video or read one of our blogs and then
May
answer.
I add one thing?
Yeah, please do.
So while we're not quite there yet, what NAIVA means is you will not be commissionable upon the product that we are gifting to the scholarship recipient. However, when that scholarship recipient goes into action as a brand partner, which happens in week 6, I believe, you will be earning commissions from their activities.
Absolutely. Yeah,
Okay,
thanks for
go ahead.
clarifying that. So yeah, they'll have lesson plans every week. They'll have quizzes that they do based on the blogs or the videos that they watch. Super simple, multiple choice. Dave and I had a lot of fun creating those. And once every week, they'll be turning that in. And so it's a week by week program. And so they have to turn in their weekly assignments by the end of every week. And that's how they qualify for their products at the end of the month. There is milestones throughout the program. So with their first products, they do have to fill out a health assessment and let us know basically their before pictures and how they're feeling prior to starting the products. And then they get to tell us at the end of their first month their results and their after pictures after using fruit and veggies for only a month. So that's going to be really fun to see those testimonials with such a basic pack of nutrition. And so once they do that, then they qualify for their next package. The next package they get is the Core 4. And at that point, we're going to be upgrading them to become a brand partner. So the first 2 weeks, they're just receiving products. Then they become a customer and they will, the first 2 weeks, they don't receive products. They just do the lesson plan. Then they receive 1 month worth of products. And then after their second health assessment, then they get their Core 4. And at that point, we're going to upgrade them to become a brand partner. And again, they're going to follow their lesson plan. By the end of that second month on products is when we want them to be starting to share that. We want them to share gift cards in that second month with the Core 4. So we're really kind of going back and forth with product education and business information in our lesson plan and our quizzes. We also have on their accountability worksheets that they attend our corporate calls. So we're building into our system the Zooms that are already existing, the ones that we can already leverage. And we've also added in a really fun lesson plan, and it's not hard. It's 15 to 30 minutes per week. It's watching, the farm to family video and then answering a quiz, multiple choice quiz. So it's pretty easy. They don't have to figure out too many answers. And it's going to be a whole lot of fun. And the reason that we created this with so much accountability is that we want to make sure that these people are educating themselves and being inspired by our community, our company, and everything that Purium represents. And the best way to do that is to really continue with the education and to help them really understand what it is that we're doing and how we want to really leverage this with them and help them to be a brand partner with our community. So, Dave, is there anything else you wanted to add to that?
No, you've done so well. I just want to reinforce that, once you bring the person in, the first 2 weeks is like, okay, do you really want this? Because if you do, you're going to do these 2 weeks worth of lesson plans, right? And then we're going to send you the product, and you're going to get that product for free. And if you're still engaged, you're going to continue to fill out these lesson plans, continue to do your assignments, continue to remain, engaged. And by the end of that time, we're going to give them a brand partnership, because now they've remained engaged for 6 weeks, you guys, doing their lesson plan, doing calls. That's a point where you need to get them there. The coaching, the support, the encouragement, you need to get them to that point, because at that point, they're going to start making some money for you. And so the way that we're bringing them along is really quite genius. Leslie Zan has been along the whole way with Naiva and I. And we really want people to be ingrained in the culture. We want people to be fully immersed. You know, it's like if they dropped you in Spain and you didn't speak the language, it'd be tough, you know. But we're going to help them become immersed in the Purium culture in a very gentle way, you know, through these quizzes. And the quizzes reinforce the information that they saw. And even though it seems like a quiz, all it's really doing is reinforcing the information and the activities, three-way calls, right? Taking before picture. All these things we're having them do are the same activities that you'd have your brand partner do. It's just that we're teaching it to them in the form of homework, in the form of an assignment, you know, with the reward being the training, the opportunity for financial independence, and of course, you know, the amazing nutritional products that we're sharing. Now, you know, what we're going to do is if they've made it that far, and I was going to tell you, they now get a ULT. They get to month 3, and I might be wrong, it might be month 4, but at some point, they actually get a ULT. And so I'll let Naiva get back onto the schedule.
Thanks for that, Dave. Yeah, so in month 3, they do get a ULT. So they're going to get their first pack, fruit and veggies, second pack, core 4, third pack, ULT. And then that's going to recycle a second time for their second 3-month period for the full 6-month scholarship. And during that time, we're really educating them prior to them receiving the fruit and veggie pack. We're sharing the fruit and veggie landing page and videos and information for them to really understand the products that they're receiving. And the week, you know, the month that they're using the fruit and veggie, I'm actually having them learn about what is Green Spectrum, the blog on Green Spectrum, the BioFruit blog, and the Aloe Digest video, so that they can actually learn what each individual product that they're using does for themselves, but they can also get inspired of how they could share that with other people in their community and how they can support their community with the products that they're currently using, which of course is that lowest buy-in pack with Purium, and really the most popular one because so many of us need fruit and vegetables in our daily life. So I know that one's going to be so great for people that are in these lower income communities. So,
and with it now qualifying for the upgrade, it really picks up momentum.
Absolutely. Yeah. They always have the, and so with that, so they'll be upgrading to brand partner with their core 4 package. We will be encouraging them at that time to share 1 gift card by the end of that second month to qualify for their ULT. So all the accountability steps are to help them to move that marker towards becoming a successful brand partner. By the end of their ULT, we want them to have reached consultant, and that's at the end of their 3rd full month on the products. And so on and so forth. We want to help them move the needle forward, and that's how the lesson plan is. So without taking up too much more time, I'd love to open it up to any questions. Dave, did you want to add anything in before we open it up?
Just that, well, like anything, you know, you give somebody the on-ramp. How fast do they get to the fast lane? We're not sure. But we're going to get them on to the highway by week 6. Okay. And they may be in the slow lane, but they're capable of moving all the way over at that time. I just want to let you know, we're not holding them back.
Absolutely. Yeah. If they want to go faster, that's great. We just want to have some accountability so that way they have a goal to reach by the end of each month, that like, I have to do this one thing by the end of the month to get my next month of free products, which I think is a really great way to help them and give them the encouragement, the support. And also, you know, we all love being able to earn something that is free. And so working towards it, sometimes when we have that goal, it can really help kind of nudge us in that direction. So that's the goal behind that, is to really help people have success.
Feel free to raise your hands if you have questions or put them in the chat.
Thank you so much, Dave. I'm going to go ahead and open it up to Michelle.
Hi, thanks so much. This is really beautifully done. I'm so excited about this new pathway. Just so you know, the chat isn't open for people to be able to communicate that way. So I just want to let you know that. And then our current customers eligible and our current brand partners eligible?
The simple answer is no.
So if they can afford their own products, then they can afford to get the fruit and veggie pack, which comes with the business, and then they can launch their business right away. We really want to help people that absolutely can't afford the products and need a stepping stone to come in. And we're giving them that nutrition for the first couple weeks prior to them becoming a customer and then upgrading to a brand partner. And so if they're already a customer or brand partner, they don't qualify for this scholarship.
But that's a great question. Yeah, really good question.
You're muted, Michelle. Sorry, what were you?
Sorry about that. Yeah, in some cases, I've helped people get started that are in, financial need, in the hopes to get them to a point where they feel inspired enough to get to the scholarship. So I did have one person who applied that I was supporting with their nutrients. So I might have shot myself in the foot on that applicant. Sounds like.
No, I would never think of it that way. I would just think that you did an amazing thing for an amazing person. And what we can do is we are going to, at some point when Amy gives me the go ahead, make this curriculum available, this onboarding curriculum that really is, pre-onboarding almost, and really helps people come into our community in a way that, hopefully will get them earning their own products and sharing gift cards. So, if they have done that, they can upgrade to the business, and hopefully this curriculum will explain later how it might be used by people who are not necessarily in the program.
Thank you.
All right, Becca, I'm going to go ahead and unmute you. We can't hear you, Becca.
My question really is just about that. So, yeah, I have one customer that came on, and I was thinking that they would qualify for Million Mom Movement. Anyway, really unfortunate circumstances that customers aren't eligible. Just from my heart, I will extend that response to the guidelines. But
just remember that with our upgrade path, anyone who buys our simplest pack now, $93, get upgrade to a brand partner. And maybe not everybody's aware of that. So, we have many pathways. And the main thing about this is the curriculum. The main thing about this is the way that people are being trained. It's not that they get a core 4 or a fruit and veggie pack, that's really what it's about.
That's the beauty of it, is training and the support and the lift, right? And it's so beautiful. So thank you. I'm very, very grateful. Very grateful.
Thank you so much, Becca. I go ahead and unmute you, Camille.
Hi, I'm so thankful for you guys and excited for this. Just a couple of questions real quick. So you mentioned that the first month they get the fruit and veggie pack, second month they get the core 4, and the third month they get the ULT. So month 4, 5, and 6, it would repeat that again. So
correct.
Core 4 ULT. Okay. And would maybe we encourage them to get another round of the Cleanse R or something for that 4th month because of the parasites? That was a question kind of thing that came up for me when mentioning those products. Because you've talked.
Well, they definitely, once they're a customer, if they want to place an order for people in their family or for themselves above what we're gifting them, we actually, Naima said she thought that was going to happen probably for sure.
Okay.
But we won't give them anything else for free, but they definitely are a customer, and you can earn commissions off of the things that they buy for themselves and their family above and beyond what we're gifting them. our goal is to expose them to each of our best-selling packs and to educate them about each of our best-selling packs. And then when they come around the second time using the pack, it'll just reinforce it. And by that time, hopefully they'll be, off and running. If we, and the funniest thing is that every time I just got a solar, right? I just paid for solar. And then right after I paid for solar, the new thing came in, the new bill got passed, where if I'd have just waited 1 month, it'd have been like $16,000 more I would have gotten to deduct. But I'm not sad about that, because the reason I did it, because I wanted to go solar, although I would have liked the $16,000.
Right. Cool. Well, thanks for that explanation. My other question then, once they start the business, are they then considered in their fast start, and can they participate in that?
Absolutely. Yeah. So once they are upgraded to brand partner, after it's like in their second month, because they have like their 2 weeks and then their first month on or on the fruit and veggies. And then when they get their core 4, they're now brand partner, and they're absolutely eligible for fast start, and we will encourage that. But that's why we really want you and your upline diamond to be there to also hold their hand, because I can only do so much through the scholarship and encouraging them, but you as their upline brand partner and upline diamond or above, it will be up to you to really help to get them to the fast start and help them to understand that deeper, or to do the action steps that it will take to get them into the fast start. But they'll be absolutely eligible for it. And we would
So I want to put it, I always try to put things really man of few words style, so like, we're not going to coach fast start, because that's not what this program is. You can coach fast start, because that's why you're there. Okay.
Perfect.
Okay, awesome. And then, oh, I had another question, but I forgot. If I come back to it, I'll raise my hand again. Thanks, you guys.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah. All right, Heidi, I'm going to go ahead and unmute you. Welcome.
Yeah, hi. Thank you so much. I have a few questions. So I'm looking on the website on iShare Purium, and I'm having a hard time. I don't see exactly what the qualifications are, except falling into one of the groups that are clearly listed. Where can I find, like, what other qualifications do they have to meet in order to?
So the main qualification is that a qualified sponsor identifies them as being an applicant who is in need. You know what I mean? So that's really it. Hey, this person keeps telling me they can't afford the products. They really want to do the products. They really want to do the business. They're the type of person I think can impact their community. And man, I'm missing out by not bringing this person in. That's their qualification. Naiva, am I right or wrong about that?
Yeah, that's right.
Great. And is this, it's unclear to me, is this like a one-time event, like we need to nominate somebody and this is like, there's a deadline I heard, but I didn't catch, and then this is over? Or is this going to be an ongoing program?
So we're going to, a couple of things I want to cover, and Naiva can fill in the blanks. One, what happens if somebody doesn't keep fulfilling the curriculum, right? What happens if someone doesn't keep up? We have a saying, that if you keep up, you'll be kept up. And that's sort of, you know what I mean? So what if they don't keep up and we're no longer responsible for maintaining this scholarship, but we're immediately going to bring in a new scholarship recipient. So there's going to be no makeups, no whoops, I'm sorry, let me, it's keep up or you don't, you don't stay in. So it's very, very boundary based, very much about, what they keeping up. And so now, with that having been said, on the other side of your question was, we're gonna have these scholarships, like we said, 2 every month per category, which means, 10, 12 scholarships every month, 12 months a year.
Mhm,
And so, this is going to be a big enterprise. There's
mhm.
going to be a lot of infrastructure going on. And that's what the Million Mom Movement Council, they were so epic and the corporation had so little bandwidth to support them in these scholarships. And so we decided that we had to carry our weight. The corporate side had to carry our weight, and do as much as the Million Mom Movement had done, so this is a combination lift of, Million Mom Movement and these other councils, plus the peeps. And so I'm super excited that it will be ongoing every single month. And then now for the people who did apply, they'll be eligible for 90 days. And if after 90 days, they did not make it through the lottery, they weren't selected, because once you're qualified, you go into a lottery. If you're not chosen after 90 days, we don't want the lottery to get too full. So basically your chances passed in that way. You could then reapply. And there's no reason why we won't put you right back into the lottery, but you do have to reapply.
Mhm.
Naiva, did I get that right?
You did get that right. Yeah. And we will be sending out emails, when the 90-day window closes, and let you know that that person is eligible, that they weren't accepted yet, but they are eligible to reapply. So you will receive that if they don't make it in their 90 days.
Great.
And in the second application, the first thing I would put is, this is my second application.
Totally. And I just have one more quick question. Is there a limit to how many people we can nominate and or sponsor?
Dave, do you have a limit? I don't
There's
think
no
there's a
limit. There's no limit, but I believe that everyone should use, reason. If you're trying to funnel everybody through the scholarship program, but not bringing anybody in through our regular channels, we're probably going to call you and ask you, is this your new modus operandi?
Got it. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it.
No
Thank you so
worries.
much for questions. Camille, your hand is up. I'm going to go ahead and unmute you again.
Yeah, thanks. I remembered my question. So as our peeps are going through the trainings and the first part of that, do we have access to the lesson plan so that we can help support them, when questions come up and whatnot?
Absolutely. So you're going to see what videos they're watching, and you have all those videos, available to you at your fingertips. And so all we did is we took the existing curriculum, all the stuff that's out there somewhere at Purium, and we organized it in the order we thought they should be digesting it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So like put it into a lesson plan. So then we just asked obvious questions from the videos. I mean, really obvious questions from the videos. And then we gave multiple choice answers where the obvious answer, was there. Just because we're trying to reinforce the things that we need them to know. But absolutely, we would encourage you to follow along and take the same, watch the videos, take the same tests. Just don't take them for them, because that wouldn't be good.
Cool. Yeah. So we really are going to be hands-on with them, and we get to see their progress too, or is that just with you all?
I don't have it set up for you to be able to see their progress, but I'm still new to figuring out how to make type form quizzes and all that type of thing. But I can definitely check in and see if there's a way for you to see their progress or their end of the week report or something like that to be sent to you. We're still working on some of those details, but as far as the lesson plan goes, it's really simple. It's all videos that we all have access to in boards or in our other apps.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank
All right,
you.
Michelle, you're back.
You know me. Sounds like you're really mentoring the mentorship.
Hey, Michelle.
Hi, Dave. If a person is going to reapply the second time around, do they need to be renominated? The whole kit and caboodle has to go again. So we would
Correct.
just keep track of their application date. If we don't hear anything 3 months later, it would start again with me renominating and the whole application process again. Thank
Correct.
you. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, we just want to make sure they're still interested, they're still on board, they're still inspired. And during that time that they're in the scholarship pool, I really encourage them to, encourage each of you to get them onto our Fierce Friday calls or our Wednesday calls with Dave to learn about products, our Monday business opportunity call, just to really get them inspired about what we're doing in our community and what they have access to, and getting their mindset ready for the scholarship, because a lot of these people need a lot of mindset and abundance work to just help them once they do launch.
Yeah, Naiva really helped, me understand also. I was all about education. She's like, it's got to be a good blend of education, inspiration, so I think we did that just right. I think we told them the things that they need to know to really, to believe in the company. The whole time we are talking, we're saying, okay, how is this for building belief in the company? How is this for building belief in the company? Because what we keep hearing is the higher your belief, then the more likely you're going to stick to things, try hard, really, go for it. So it's all about building belief in the company. So I think this curriculum is good for everybody. That just not everybody's going to take it as slow as we're asking these people to.
Awesome. Any other questions? I love all these incredible questions. Thank you all so much for coming and asking your questions and getting clarity around our PEEPS scholarship. We're so excited to launch and share this with so many amazing, deserving people that are going to be joining our community through these scholarships and offering this opportunity to help them get better nutrition and also be able to create some abundance in their life as well. I don't think we have any other questions. You want to add anything on, Dave?
Just I believe it's $1,200 or so in products, an invaluable amount of training. Pardon me?
2,400. 2,400
okay.
months.
There we go. Even more. It's like, yeah, like almost $2,500 in products. If you think about the shipping and everything, it's amazing that we're gonna tell these people this is yours if you earn it. And while you're earning it and getting nutritionally sound, we're going to be giving you the tools to become financially secure. And if you could, I always say that there's a wish, right? And wish stands for wealth, independence, security, and health. And it doesn't have to go in that order. It sounds weird if you don't use them, if it doesn't spell wish. So, but if you ask people what they really, really want, wealth, independence, security, and health, and they all go together. They're all tied together. And so we cover a lot of the wish list here, and I'm super excited. And Naiva deserves a massive amount of just appreciation for the just hundreds and hundreds of hours that she's put in and the care she's taken and the things she's navigated. So throw some love to her in the comments as we sign off, and I'll give it back to you, Naiva.
Well, thank you so much, Dave. Yeah, it's been such an honor to create this scholarship program and really try to make it as succinct and informational and supportive as possible for the newest person coming into our community. And I'm really excited to launch it and help more people have access to this opportunity. So thank you all so much for joining us today. And we look forward to seeing those applications roll in. Feel free to reach out if you have any additional questions. You can reach out to me directly. And then this replay will be up shortly on our Million Mom Movement YouTube.